This lesson will be over lines and angles. First, I want to review a couple of vocabulary words. The first one would be parallel lines. So parallel lines are lines that never cross. So these two lines here are going to continue forever and they're never going to cross. The way parallel is written would, let's say this line is called M and this line is called N. So we would say N is parallel to M. So those two lines right there stand for parallel. Also, you might see little arrows on the line, like two little arrows. That means that those two lines are parallel to each other. Perpendicular lines, moving over to the next picture, are two lines that cross and form a 90-degree angle. 90 degrees is always the little square in the corner. The way this would be written, so let's say this is line M and this is line N, we would say M is parallel to N. So it kind of looks like an upside down T, but that stands for, perpendicular. M is perpendicular to N. That stands for perpendicular. So in this picture here, I have two parallel lines. These two blue lines here are parallel, and it's cut by a transversal. We call this line here, the red line, a transversal. That cuts through, and what that forms is 8 special angles that we're going to learn about. The 8 special angles are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the first ones we're going to talk about are interior and exterior angles. So interior angles, we're going to think about what the word interior means. That would be on the inside. So this is on the inside of the parallel lines. So just to identify all the interior angles, we're going to look at just on the inside of the interior lines. So that would be like angle 4, angle 3, angle 5, and angle 6. Those are all on the inside of those parallel lines, so those would be interior angles. Looking at exterior angles, exterior would be on the outside of the parallel lines. So that would entail angles 1, 2, 8, and 7. Those would all be considered exterior angles. Okay, now we're going to kind of look at how all of these angles are related and which ones are equal. So first, I have an alternate interior angle. So, alternate interior angle. So that means, first of all, I'm only talking interior. So that can only be 3, 6, 5, and 4. Those are the only ones interior. Alternate interior are going to be on the opposite sides of the transversal. So that means 4 is opposite sides of 6. So we would say angle 4 and angle 6. But also, I have angle 5 and angle 3. They're on the inside of the parallel lines, and they're opposite on the opposite sides of the transversal. So angle 5 and angle 3. Now what that means is that angle 4 and angle 6 are equal, and angle 5 and angle 3 are equal. Now looking at alternate exterior angles, that means we're only going to be looking at 1, 2, 8, and 7. Now, these lie on opposite sides of the transversal. So if 1 is on this side of the transversal, opposite the transversal would be 7. So angle 1 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. Also, angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles. The same goes Because they're alternate exterior angles, their measures are equal. So angle 1 and angle 7 are equal, and angle 2 and angle 8 are equal. The last kind of angle we're going to talk about is corresponding angles. They're in the same position on the two lines in relation to the transversal. Their measures are equal. So all that means is angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding. They are equal measures. Angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding. They have equal measures. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding. And then angle 3 and angle 7. Look at the picture of a set of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Identify each pair of angles. So you're going to tell me what angle A and angle H are, what angle E and angle D are. So use the vocab terms we just went over. Tell me what each of them are.